Princess Charlotte seemed a bit uncertain on her first day, doing her best to hide behind Kate's skirt. And Prince William was feeling optimistic Charlotte was going to like it there too.
Of course, Princess Charlotte is the third in line to the throne, and she is the daughter of the Prince and Princess of Wales. Furthermore, she is the third in line to the throne. For many people, the fact that Princess Charlotte, who is only 9 years old, is fluent in not just one but two languages comes as a complete and utter surprise. The fact that she was already able to communicate in Spanish by the time she was 2 years old is especially surprising. The speech that she gave, which displayed a combination of charm and cultural insight, was the thing that really captivated her audience, despite the fact that this ability is remarkable. What does it say about the royal family that Charlotte was raised in a bilingual environment, and how has her upbringing prepared her for this momentous, historic occasion? We invite you to join us as we discuss the lessons that can be learnt from Princess Charlotte's speech, which has garnered her a number of respects. The ability of Princess Charlotte to speak two languages. The remarkable ways in which Princess Charlotte, the young daughter of Prince William and Princess Kate, is gradually establishing her name in the world are truly remarkable. She has impressed many people by being able to speak two languages despite being only 9 years old. Charlotte is fluent in Spanish, which she began to develop an interest in thanks to an unexpected but very relatable teacher, her nanny. In addition to speaking English, which is her native language, Charlotte is also highly proficient in Spanish. Her nanny, Maria Teresa Turion Borrallo of Spain, has been very helpful in introducing Charlotte to the language. She has been very instrumental in this endeavor. The young princess was able to learn Spanish at a tender age thanks to the natural and nurturing environment in which she was raised, which was a significant amount of time before the subject was taught in schools. It demonstrates that even the most regal of households can have experiences that are similar to those of a great number of other households all over the world. This is where things start to get interesting. Not only is this a brilliant party trick, but it is also a significant step forward in her development. It has a much deeper significance when one considers her role later in life. Charlotte is in a better position to be more relatable and effective as an international figure because she is bilingual. This is because she is the possible representative of the British monarchy. Spanish is one of the languages that is spoken the most all over the world, and it has a strong connection to countries that speak Spanish, particularly the United Kingdom, which has a very long history with Spanish-speaking countries. In addition to being a bridge that leads to comprehension, a language is so much more than just a collection of words. Furthermore, Charlotte is already in a position to develop deeper cultural connections within the community. Nevertheless, her early fluency is a reflection of the careful preparation that is required for someone in her position, which is in addition to the linguistic achievement. In her future role as a princess, she will be expected to strike a balance between the expectations of the modern world and the traditions of the past. This means that she must be adaptable, culturally sensitive, and capable of working across cultures. It is important to note that her training will encompass not only the ability to speak a number of languages, but also the mastery of diplomatic skills, public speaking, and a profound comprehension of complex global issues. There is a significant increase in the significance of this early language acquisition. The royal family is not all that dissimilar to other families, with the exception of the specific professional responsibilities that they have. In the same way that many parents all over the world do, William and Kate have utilized their multilingual home environment to assist their children in developing throughout their lives. Her story is relatable because it appears to be an example of something that is common to all people. Education received at a young age, particularly in foreign languages, has the potential to significantly impact a person's future. Princess Charlotte's ability to speak two languages is a symbol of the modern monarchy in the world we live in today, where the British monarchy is struggling to maintain its relevance. This seemingly insignificant yet significant aspect of her upbringing reveals a great deal about her ability to strike a balance between modernization and tradition, and it also provides us with a glimpse of the kind of thoughtful and capable leader she may one day become. One more thing that stands out is her involvement in helping other people, particularly through the act of offering donations. The particulars will take you by surprise. The dedication to assisting other people. On multiple occasions, Princess Charlotte has demonstrated that she possesses a heart that is filled with goodness and a dedication to assisting other people. For example, The Prince and Princess of Wales recently released a video in which the young royal, who is only 8 years old, can be seen volunteering alongside her mother, Kate Middleton, as well as her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis, at the Baby Bank Family Charity in Maidenhead, England. The Royal Foundation Centre for Early Childhood was the organization that organized the visit, which was part of a new Christmas initiative that they created. Wearing a festive red high-neck jumper, a dark denim skirt and black tights, Charlotte appeared to be the perfect example of a cheerful volunteer. When she began her work of sorting donations with a great deal of enthusiasm, she pulled her hair back into a neat ponytail and pulled it back tightly. During a particularly endearing moment, she displayed a tiny white onesie with a red pattern and happily remarked that it was designed in a Welsh style. It was clear that she was taking pleasure in the activity that was being performed. During the course of their visit, the children were entrusted with a significant responsibility, which was to select presents for children of their own age. It was explained by a member of the staff that during the holiday season, 1,500 gift bags would be given out to families who were struggling financially. Charlotte, along with her brothers, made a thoughtful selection of presents, demonstrating that even young children can make a difference in the world, particularly during the holiday season. Throughout the visit, the Princess of Wales provided an answer to this question through both her actions and her words. During her speech, she emphasized the significance of giving back as a family and shared how gratifying it is to be aware that you are assisting other people. It was a heartwarming gesture on her part to put her arm around Prince George while they were working together, which demonstrated how the Wales family sets a good example for their children by instilling in them the values of compassion and service. The dedication that Charlotte displayed did not end there. This past week, she and her brothers coordinated their attire to attend the annual Together at Christmas Carol concert with their parents. They wore shades of navy and burgundy to demonstrate their solidarity. The purpose of these appearances is not simply to look festive, rather, they demonstrate the family's collective dedication to bringing happiness and support to the community in which they live. As a result of these efforts, Princess Charlotte is already making a difference, demonstrating that it is possible to make a significant contribution to the lives of others, even at a young age. One of the most meaningful ways to celebrate the holiday season is to demonstrate love and concern for those who are in the greatest need of it. However, she is not only concerned about other people, she also shows her family that she is looking out for them. During the coronation concert that took place at Windsor Castle, one day after the coronation of King Charles III, Princess Charlotte demonstrated her unwavering support for her father, Prince William. Despite the fact that Prince Louis, the youngest of them, was not present, Charlotte and Prince George, the older brother, absolutely stole the show with adorable and extremely relatable moments throughout the entire evening. During the concert, notable artists such as Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Take That gave performances. However, the most emotionally moving moment occurred when Prince William gave a speech in which he paid tribute to King Charles. The Prince of Wales gave a speech in which he discussed his father's lifelong commitment, which included the significant work that he did through the Prince's trust. It was a moment that the entire family of Charlotte was proud of, but it's possible that no one was more proud than Charlotte herself. At the moment that Charlotte's father walked onto the stage, it was impossible to ignore the excitement that she was feeling. After turning her attention to George, she gave him a tap on the arm and enthusiastically pointed in the direction of their father. According to Jackie Press, who is a lip reader, Charlotte couldn't contain her excitement as she exclaimed, "Look, there's Papa!" It served as a delightful reminder of how much Charlotte admires her father and how proud she is of the accomplishments he has accomplished. Charlotte did not merely observe the celebratory atmosphere of the evening. Rather, she participated in it to the fullest extent possible. She was seen singing along to Katy Perry's song, Roar, which is about having confidence in oneself and persevering through difficult times. These are themes that undoubtedly resonate with the young royal. In a playful moment, Charlotte even performed the dab move, which consists of leaning forward with one arm bent and the other arm extended. This move elicited smiles from both her mother, Kate Middleton, and the viewers. These seemingly insignificant actions may appear to be unremarkable, but they convey a great deal of information about Charlotte's relationship with her father. She demonstrated that her love and support for her family were unwavering, even when she was a child, by cheering him on during a significant event while he was participating in it. The presence of moments such as these serves to remind us that the royal titles are accompanied by strong familial ties, that form the core of their public responsibilities. Princess Charlotte is already demonstrating that she is on her way to becoming one of her father's most ardent supporters, thanks to her joyful disposition and genuine affection. Could this be the reason why she is the wealthiest of all the royal grandchildren? Maintain your attention to find out. The most wealthy royal grandchild. The extraordinary influence that Princess Charlotte has had since the moment she was born, which began only a few hours after her birth, has garnered her international recognition in addition to her charming personality. In spite of the fact that Charlotte is second in line to her older brother, Prince George, she has already established herself as a powerful figure both within and outside of the royal family. Princess Charlotte, who was only 8 years old at the time, was ranked as the wealthiest of King Charles III's grandchildren. She surpassed both her older brother, Prince George, and her younger brother, Prince Louis, in terms of wealth. She is estimated to have an astounding net worth of $3.6 billion, according to a study conducted by Electric Ride on Cars. As a result of what researchers refer to as the Kate Middleton effect, Charlotte continues to be ranked higher than George, despite the fact that this number has decreased slightly since 2021. This phenomenon refers to the enormous influence that the fashion choices of the royal family have on contemporary fashion trends all over the world, an influence that Charlotte inherited from her mother. From the moment that Princess Charlotte was presented to the world, it was impossible to deny the impact that she had on the fashion industry. When she made her first public appearance, she was wrapped in a shawl that weighed 68 pounds. Within minutes of her appearance, the company G on their website, H. Hurt & Sons, they received an overwhelming number of 100,000 visitors from 183 different countries. A flood of orders came in from all over the world, including the United States of America, Australia, and Canada. Her influence is not only immediate, but also long-lasting, as evidenced by the fact that the ripples of this Princess Charlotte effect continue to spread across the entire world. Nevertheless, how did a young child become a fashion icon? The correct response is Catherine, who is Charlotte's mother. She has become a global role model for parents as a result of the careful fashion choices she has made. Every single one of Charlotte's outfits, whether it be pastel cardigans or Spanish floral dresses, draws the attention of retailers to an extreme degree. On account of the fact that Charlotte was seen wearing their designs, it has been reported that certain clothing brands, such as M&H and Peppa & Company, have experienced a surge in sales and have garnered more attention all over the world. Because of the exposure, smaller, more specialized brands have been able to enter international markets, which has changed the game for them. A great number of individuals have been captivated by the apparel that Princess Charlotte wears. In addition to her place in the royal family, it is emblematic of a larger cultural movement. The timeless and age-appropriate style that Charlotte possesses is invigorating. Her Spanish-inspired outfit, which prioritizes high-quality fabrics and classic patterns over fads, has a timeless and elegant style that many parents find admirable. This is especially true in a time when gaudy and fashionable mini-me ensembles are the norm. Kate's meticulous curation of Charlotte's public appearances, which included dressing her in similar ensembles to minimize the frenetic atmosphere, did not satisfy the insatiable desire for Charlotte's appearances. Despite this, the desire for Charlotte's appearances was unquenchable. Several retailers have reported an increase in the number of customers searching for cardigans, floral dresses, and pink booties as a direct result of Charlotte's photographs. 1 in every 5 parents, according to the results of a survey, considers her to be a fashion icon for their children. While it is inevitable that Prince George will one day become king, Charlotte's journey is just as fascinating. Following the ascension of Prince William to the throne, Charlotte had the opportunity to inherit the title of Princess Royal, which is a prestigious designation that is currently held by Princess Anne. It would further solidify her unique role within the royal family if she were to be given such a title. What exactly is it about Princess Charlotte's influence that makes it so tremendous? The fact that she is able to garner admiration from people all over the world at such a tender age is more important than her royal status or her wealth. Her influence extends far beyond her years, as evidenced by the fact that she has influenced fashion trends and helped economies. The question that arises from this is whether or not a child can truly influence industries and cultural norms. It is the indisputable evidence that contains the answer. Princess Charlotte has already proven that she is a significant player in the modern world, whether it be through her influence driving businesses or through parents copying her fashion choices. Charlotte has already demonstrated her value as a significant player. On the other hand, Princess Charlotte's achievements are largely attributable to the support she received from her parents. This is how it works: the provision of parental care and assistance. A significant portion of Princess Charlotte's accomplishments can be attributed to the unwavering support she receives from her family. Despite the fact that her parents, Prince William and Kate, the Princess of Wales, hold royal titles and responsibilities, they have made it abundantly clear that the most important job they have is that of parents to their three children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. In a video that she uploaded on September 9th, Kate, who had recently finished chemotherapy after receiving a cancer diagnosis earlier this year, emphasized the significance of family. During the video, she reflected on how the challenging circumstances had served as a reminder to both her and William to appreciate the straightforward and significant aspects of life. She expressed how much they value the simple act of loving and being loved, and the video provided glimpses of the close and affectionate relationship that they have with their cherished children. It was in June that George, Charlotte, and Louis joined their parents at Trooping the Color, a significant public event. This was Kate's first major appearance since she was diagnosed with cancer, and it was during this time that the family's bond became especially apparent. Another illustration of how William and Kate incorporated their children into their lives was provided by this event, whereas they were maintaining their public roles. Following the birth of their son George in 2013, the couple has made it a priority to bring up their children with love and a strong foundation. The early days that they spent with George were described by Kate as being very emotional, and she made the statement that it was such a special time that every parent could relate to. William, too, has expressed his feelings regarding the significance of fatherhood to him. In an interview that took place in 2016, he stated that he takes his role as a father very seriously, and that he hopes to bring up his children to be good people who place a high value on duty and service. He went on to say that he shares the same profound love for his children that any other father would. The affection and happiness of the family are frequently captured in intimate moments, such as a recent photograph that depicts George, Charlotte, and Louis giggling and jumping with their father in order to commemorate William's 42nd birthday milestone. Between the years 2022 and 2023, William and Kate moved their family from Kensington Palace, which was located in the heart of London, to Adelaide Cottage, which was located close to Windsor Castle. The children who attend Lambrook School were afforded the opportunity to develop in a tranquil setting that provided them with a plethora of opportunities to engage in activities outside. Kate has always placed a high value on spending time outside, which she attributes to her own childhood in Bucklebury, where she spent time with her grandmother, engaging in activities such as gardening, cooking, and arts and crafts. The fact that she is so enthusiastic about something is something that she makes an effort to instill in her children the same experiences that she has had. Kate, who is a mother, has also been candid about the difficulties that come with being a parent. In a podcast for the year 2020, she identified herself as a hands-on mother who, like a great number of other mothers, occasionally experiences feelings of guilt about juggling everything. Despite the fact that she is under a lot of pressure, she never stops working hard to provide the best possible life for her children. A child's life can be significantly influenced by the amount of love and support they receive, as demonstrated by Princess Charlotte's grounded upbringing and success, which came from her deep commitment to her family. Once again, the consistency with which Prince William and Princess Kate have paid attention to the insignificant particulars concerning the health and happiness of their family has made them the subject of admiration from their followers. One of the users of TikTok uploaded a video of a touching moment that occurred during a family picnic on September 10th, and it quickly went viral. The footage was captured by Will War, a videographer, and it shows Prince William using a playing card to remove a caterpillar from Princess Charlotte's hair in a gentle manner. Charlotte's reaction was one of mock horror, while the rest of the family smiled in response to the action. When Kate Middleton was comforting her daughter by placing a reassuring arm around her, her presence was so calming that it was obvious to everyone. Fans responded strongly to the tender exchange, which highlighted the warmth and love that exists within the family. As a result, the video received over 350,000 views and 22,000 likes. The authenticity of the family was praised by viewers, as was the strong bond that exists between Catherine and Charlotte. One user even made a humorous admission that they would cry if they were in a situation similar to the one depicted in the video. If there is no other way to bring up a future queen, then this is it. An intriguing topic that combines history, tradition, and speculation about the future of the British monarchy is the possibility that Charlotte will become queen. This is a fascinating topic. In addition to her father and her older brother, Prince George, Charlotte of Wales is the second child of Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales. She is the third in line to the throne, following in the footsteps of her father. Although it is possible for her to ascend to the throne, this possibility is contingent upon a number of conditions and shifts in the royal succession. A number of pieces of constitutional legislation, such as the Act of Settlement 1701 and the Succession to the Crown Act 2013, are responsible for regulating the succession of the British monarchy. An example of an outmoded principle that was brought into the modern era was male preference primogeniture, which had previously given sons an advantage over daughters in terms of inheritance. The significance of this reform lies in the fact that it effectively solidified Charlotte's position as the third in line at birth, a fact that cannot be changed unless extraordinary circumstances take place. As of right now, Prince William is the first person in the line of succession, followed by Prince George and then Princess Charlotte. The line of succession starts with Prince William. The elder brother of Princess Charlotte, Prince George, would have to abdicate, pass away without having any children, or otherwise relinquish his claim in order for Princess Charlotte to become queen through the process of direct succession. Abdications and untimely deaths have been uncommon throughout history, but they have not been completely unheard of. As an example, the abdication of Edward VIII in 1936 resulted in his younger brother George VI ascending to the throne following his death. Charlotte would fall further down the line of succession if George were to become king and have children, as his children would take precedence over Charlotte's position in the line of succession. Charlotte, on the other hand, would continue to be the next in line after George in the event that he does not have any children. Charlotte may ascend to the throne earlier than anticipated in certain exceptional circumstances, such as when there is a constitutional crisis or an unexpected vacancy. By way of illustration, in the event that George is either too young or unable to rule when the time comes, Charlotte could take on the role of a regent until he reaches the age of majority or is able to rule. Alternatively, Charlotte could marry a king who was already in power, which would allow her to play a significant role as queen consort. When she was given the title of consort, she would still be in a position of immense influence within the monarchy, despite the fact that she would not be considered a sovereign queen. Although it is highly improbable, Charlotte may be able to find new opportunities in the future if there are revolutionary societal shifts or future amendments to laws governing royal succession. For example, if the monarchy were to decide to reorganize or redefine roles, Charlotte might find herself unexpectedly elevated to a central position. This would be a situation described in the previous sentence. Princess Charlotte holds a special position within the Windsor dynasty, and this is true regardless of whether or not she succeeds to the throne. She is the first British princess to benefit from gender-neutral succession laws, and she represents a step forward for equality in a lineage that has traditionally been dominated by men. In addition, Charlotte's upbringing exemplifies a sense of harmony between royal tradition and contemporary values. Her parents have made the decision to bring her up in a relatively normal environment, which includes going to school, participating in sports, and enjoying family life. This approach is similar to the soft power philosophy that was advocated by the late Queen Elizabeth II. Despite the fact that she is a member of the royal family, Charlotte will continue to be approachable to subsequent generations thanks to this. If Charlotte were to one day become queen, it is highly likely that her reign would be strongly influenced by the values of the 21st century. Taking into consideration the legacy left by her parents and grandparents, she may place a higher priority on progressive causes, such as environmental preservation, advocacy for mental health, and gender inclusion. As a queen who is coping with the digital age, Charlotte's ability to interact with a global audience that is well versed in technology has the potential to rethink the role that the monarchy plays in contemporary society. In addition to these cultural challenges, she would also be endowed with the vast network of organizations affiliated with the British Crown, charitable organizations, and countries that are members of the Commonwealth. For the duration of her monumental and historic reign, she would be tasked with ensuring that the monarchy continues to be relevant while simultaneously addressing the challenges of modern governance. While she was in charge of her younger brother, Prince Louis, Princess Charlotte displayed a glimpse of her leadership abilities during the Trooping the Color ceremony that took place earlier this year. During the month of June, the two siblings, along with their older brother, Prince George, were present at the celebrations held in honor of the king's birthday. On that particular day, Louis, who was the youngest of the three, was brimming with vitality. He was well known for his playful antics at royal events. Louis made the decision to dance along to the Scots Guards' march, Highland Laddie, while the rest of the family watched the parade from the balcony. He did this rather than standing still like what the other people were doing. The behavior of the prince was observed by Princess Charlotte, who did not hesitate to intervene. Charlotte reportedly turned to Louis and told him that he needed to stop doing that and watch the parade, as reported by Nicola Hickling, who is experienced in lip reading. Nevertheless, Louis responded in a cheeky manner that he would not. In spite of Charlotte's persistent efforts to persuade him to comply with her instructions, Louis remained unmoved and simply responded that he planned to do otherwise. Despite the fact that Charlotte has a tendency to be stubborn, the fact that she attempted to guide her younger brother did reveal a natural sense of responsibility that she possesses. Since this is a relatable moment of trying to keep a younger sibling in check during an important event, many older siblings will recognize this in Charlotte's reaction because it is a moment that they have experienced themselves. In addition, it illustrates the instances that occur in everyday life when older siblings or children who are participating in extracurricular activities or school feel that it is their responsibility to take the initiative. Princess Charlotte is placed in such a position within the royal family that she is certain to play a significant role in the future of the monarchy, despite the fact that it is difficult to predict with absolute certainty what her potential role will be going forward. No matter if she is queen consort, queen regnant, or a significant supporter of her brother's reign, Charlotte's life path will undoubtedly have an impact on the outcome of the situation. Princess Charlotte is a fascinating figure in royal history as the Windsor family struggle to adjust to a world that is constantly evolving. This is due to the fact that she embodies both continuity and change. Would you say that Charlotte's training and abilities are adequately preparing her for her future as a member of the royal family? In the comments section, I would appreciate it if you could share your responses, thoughts, and opinions. In order to watch more videos similar to this one, please make sure to give the video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel. In addition, click the following video that appears on your screen. You are going to take pleasure in it.